with this movie, we got rid of all those stereotypical tropes. We got any of the things that you would think would be in a movie with, Black folks. We wanted to move away from that. And I'm happy that we did this. And we talked about love. We talked about.
This was awesome. Thank you for tuning in.
Okay.
You know what we both have in common right now, what I'm noticing?
We have the same last name.
Yeah, we both have really big smiles. That's what it is. That's what I noticed first. The other thing that I noticed first is that there's familiar faces. There's a face over here, and then there's a face on your chest.
Well, I'm wearing my favorite tee, so
okay.
It's apropos to wear this for this interview, right?
I appreciate that. And then I got to get one of those, by the way. And then we share the same last name. Now, who knows? In some way or another, we're part of the same tribe, and I dig it.
I mean, is your family from Alabama? Because that's where the Tate name originates. My
family are from Arkansas.
Gotcha.
Ours is from Arkansas. And the other side of my family, that's my father's side of the family that takes. The other side are from Georgia, Columbus.
Georgia. Gotcha. So,
but who knows? Because I run into a lot of Tates and they be like, we cousins, we family. And I'm like, yeah, just don't ask me for no loan. Just don't ask me. Otherwise, we cousins and we can high five it and we do it. Just don't ask for no loan. We good. It's all good.
I got you. I'm just grateful to have, this space and time with you. As you can see, I'm a huge fan of Love Jones and, of course, your full body of work. So I appreciate you for, taking the time to speak with me. Just a quick, intro. I'm the publisher of a news outlet here in South Florida called High Low News. It's a local news site for Black and Brown millennials covering events, culture, politics, and government, pretty much your daily newspaper in a digital form, but curated for us. And so, for me, I want to jump in with a question about, because I like to, localize things for our audience. Is that okay? Can I ask a local question for you? Sure. Okay, cool. So my first question is, you're the 2025 ABFF Ambassador. And I know you have a long history with the film festival. The ironic thing about South Florida is a lot of Black, residents don't attend. The numbers have increased over the years, but they can always be better. What would you say, especially as ambassador and a longtime supporter, to any, Black locals who are unsure about attending ABFF this year?
All of the people in South Florida, you have to get involved. we're in your backyard, and there's so many great stories that are being told in these films, things that you won't see otherwise. And we need the support, and we want the support. It's not just for Hollywood, people from LA or New York or Atlanta. It's you too. So I want those who are locally in South Florida, in Miami, to be a part of it, be a part of the celebration, to see that we're also are doing this for you. We're speaking for you. We're telling our stories, right? And so you are a part of what that is. And the more that you support, the more we can do the kind of storytelling that really, skews to us specifically. And, it's just a great city, number one, for us to have this in. It's going to be star-studded. It's a ton of different people from all over the world who are in the entertainment space that want to come in, be a part of, what Miami has to offer. And so I encourage you to get involved, get your passes, and see some fantastic, fantastic work.
Thank you for sharing that. They better get their tickets, okay? They're hearing it from the man himself.
Yeah.
And so, as 2025 ambassador, what are some things that you have learned along this journey?
Well, let me just say this. I have always felt that I've been an unofficial ambassador because I just love ABFF and what both Jeff and Nicole have done over the last 29 years. It's just at the highest level. to get all of these storytellers and creatives and collaborators in one place over, 4 or 5 days of just sharing information, sharing the creativity, sharing the art, sharing, the blood, sweat, and tears of things that they put into. It becomes like a family. I get a chance to see friends that have become family now. We get to, talk about all the things that we got going on, remember all the things that we've kind of, been involved with and enjoyed over the years, and just building new memories. So me being the ambassador is an honor, because I'm officially the guy to go out and promote and share all the goodwill that is happening in this time. And I love it because it's Black folk, it's people of color who celebrating one another. And we're not looking for any permission. We're not asking for anything. We're doing it our way, the way we want to. And that's the way it should be. And it feels good when we can celebrate one another. I'm also equally excited because, we're going to be doing a special event on Saturday, June 14th, that would, reflect a movie that has impacted my life and my career, and that's Love Jones, along with Nia Long. And we're going to have a great conversation. Anytime Nia and I get together, it's just magic every time we get together, because we genuinely respect and honor each other. We've been great friends and just connected since the movie. And when people get a chance to see us talk, there's a lot of, fun, great conversation. And I think it's interesting to see how people react when we're together. And it's like that people they still love this movie. They still love to see us together. So I get really excited about anytime I can share a stage or ceremony, share a moment or a ceremony or anything with Nia. And it's just going to be fun. So if y'all ain't got y'all tickets, man, come on, y'all got to come and check us out. And this is not something I'm trying to sell. I'm just genuinely like, you don't want to miss out if you can be a part of it. We don't get a chance to do this often. So please, come in and rock out with us. And you never know what's going to come from it. Good things.
No, definitely. It's a great event. And I've been attending since I was in college.
Nice.
But I'm glad
I'm happy that you still with us and still and being a part.
Of course, and now that I'm a publisher and owner of my own media company, we've been a media partner through the Black-Owned Media Alliance for the last 3 years. So for me, it's so important to be able to amplify the great work that you all are doing with ABFF. Just to switch gears, or not really switch gears, but you kind of teed me up to my next question, because of course I would love to ask you about Love Jones, and you have that amazing panel coming up with Remembering Love Jones. Something for me and my personal story and why it resonated so much with me. My mom didn't let me watch it when I was a kid. It came out when I was in elementary school. So the first time I got a chance to watch it, I was 17 years old, and I was a senior in high school. And so I watched the story, and outside of your iconic love story with Nina, it was the thing that really resonated to me was your friend group. Young, educated, beautiful, eclectic, conscious Black people. And for me, growing up in Miami, I don't know if you know about coming on the other side of the bridge to Black Miami. For me personally, I didn't see that type of Black person growing up. It was church people, more Caribbean, influence down here. And not saying what I grew up with, nothing against them, but it was like a light for me. It was like I saw my tribe. I saw people that I could really relate to. And it made me feel, sometimes you feel other when you don't have examples. And when I saw that in film, I was like, oh, when I go to college, maybe I'll meet people like this that I can, form bonds with like this. And so I'm pretty sure you hear stories like this, all the time. But how does that make you feel to see like the influence that you have, in the culture, but also to just people's individual stories and allowing them to be seen, feel seen?
Well, first of all, I know that your mother was doing the right thing and making sure that you was not getting caught up in all those things that was happening in Love Jones. But I'm happy that you did get a chance to see it, and you were able to see yourself and recognize, the type of people that you would want to surround yourself with, the type of friend group, whether there's these intellectuals, whether it's these, people who had a different sort of mindset and you know, historically, as you know, Black stories have always been told by other groups and other people who never actually experience what our life journey was. But they were the ones who deemed this is who you are. And, you know, it was very skewed and oftentimes not accurate and very much so misinformed, which why stereotypes were created. With this movie, we got rid of all those stereotypical tropes. We got any of the things that you would think would be in a movie with, you know, Black folks. We wanted to move away from that. And I'm happy that we did this. And we talked about love. We talked about romance. We talked about people who, you know, different things that appealed to them. They were poets and they were artists, and, you know, they weren't perfect. They had problems in their lives, but they stuck together. They found a way to, create solutions to certain issues, and, you know, love being the center and the core of it. And so to see us in that way, romantic, and we're not trying to beat on each other and kill each other, but love on one another, is the thing that really is the big takeaway, that Black folks is loving on each other. And, you know, we're doing it the way we love on each other and the way we regard each other, not through some other prism or some, you know, other sort of narrative. And so this is what made the movie so special and why it continues to resonate today. And I'm excited about, you know, just people still being inspired to do things. You know, you have your own business and what you're doing. Congratulations on that. But, you know, when we're able to see ourselves in that way, we inspire generations to come. We inspire the people that, you know, that are coming along. And that's what it's about. So I'm happy that we can continue to do it. ABFF is going to be able to be a real place in a space where there's, you know, the Love Jones, you know, narratives that are there and different things that we don't know about. So that's why I really commend, you know, Jeff and Nicole for what they've done over the years, because we need these type of places and spaces, because they're impactful, they're inspirational, and it continues to give us the motivation that we need to thrive. So I'm just, you know, pleased, and I'm happy, and, you know, remembering Love Jones and that conversation that we're going to have is really going to be fun and exciting.
Yes, it is. And I'm looking forward to it. We'll have our team out there. Our time has come to an end, but your impact and your lasting impression on the culture is eternal. And I thank you so much for the role that you play in my life. And thank you for giving me amazing art. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I got to say that I won't be mad if you wear that shirt again and
Okay.
see you down in Miami for the weekend, because that's such a dope shirt. I think you should wear it. Wear it again.
I will. If you said it, I'm going to do it. Okay.
All right. Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it. Take care.
Thank you.